So I was just thinking and shit. Really not even thinking. You know my weird ass. I actually be feeling like Spider-Man, I think it's the last one. Well, the movie when it was three of him. Future, past. Really, it wasn't even future past. It was like three of him, like three aspects of him. Just like how me being a Gemini, right? I'll also have three aspects of air. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So when it came to Spider Man, I always looked at it like that. You feel me? And how it's a trinity within that. Okay, but that trinity, even though it was represented in three expressions or three manifestations, it was representing a whole energy. That's why they just had to show you it in three perspectives. But it was all the perspectives of him, from his highs, his lows, and his balance self. You feel me? The key is balance because that's 0 point energy when you're dealing with the heart or the what you call the Merkaba or the Star of David, low key. Cause like if you've been peeping my symbol, you put it together, it makes the Star of David. But I discovered that off of the 3, 6, and 9. I was just writing. And when I was writing, it helped reveal the revelation. I try to record it, keep it in document. So on broken tablets because of YouTube frying my shit. Other than that, my shit didn't break. I know I ain't wrong, so I'm not about to sit here and act like I am. So what we have here right now, we've been time traveling. But instead of saying time traveling, I'm gonna say energy transferring. Energy is being transferred from a higher consciousness of you and the lower consciousness of you. Just the aspects getting you back to balance. Karma only comes from when you're not listening. I'm only saying this because I actually did it, okay? I'm not about to label myself as anything, but the only reason I come off like this is because I know. I know now. Even when I was understanding what was happening, I wasn't understanding what was happening. You feel me? You know, I know it's other people going through it. And I know this algorithm has been adjusted for me not to win on here when it comes to talking about shit like this. So it's really not going to be on me at this point. If you feel me, help me out. Because if out of anybody, I truly need it. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't. I say fast so much because those is really drugs, and I know how drugs operate. I only say it's drugs because I experienced a fully clean body. That's how I know a lot of these niggas, even preaching what they're preaching, are capping. don't care. If anything, I'll probably do more than them. Because then you peep what they be saying. We talking about the physical don't have shit to do with it. The physical deals with the psyche. Okay? It deals with the psychology, which is pathology and biology. If they had a baby. Now you have psychology. Okay? There's the chemistry and the pathology, and the biology of you is the metaphysics of you. It's just if you saw what it was representing, then it would make more sense. When you're not seeing what it represents, it brings a little buffer. You have to see what it's representing. You feel me? It's just like how I said the air. That is science, okay? Everything is a study of us. So even when it comes to astrology and all that extra shit, it's a science to it. It's a study of our magic. It's a study of life. What is science? Study of life. But what is it? Studying life. The connections, how it operates, and the nervous system of it. So you wonder why they research nature a lot that deals with human genetics and make it seem like it's science. I know they have all different types of science, but when people think of science, they think of nerds or robots. Okay? So if you think of nerds and robots, but that means you don't fully understand. But at the same time, you thinking nerds and robots should want to help you understand, because what are they trying to do is transhumanism. And that's going to tie to robots or crons, because a cron deals with a bot, NPCs, a cron, which came from, well, it didn't come from the word Omicron, but it was an expression combined with another expression to make the word Omicron. That's why to fully understand why Omicron was even named Omicron to be certain shit. It was, yeah. They can't flag me for saying Omicron because Omicron is something they name for a fucking star too. COVID, they put COVID, but COVID without the O is the definition of what COVID is. And if you can comprehend what it breaks down to, it will help you understand what we've been going through as a war. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Because it's really the spirit body. I'm gonna disconnect that. If I hadn't made it out the motherfucking firmament and came to my realization, that's the thing. A lot of shit you're gonna have to code with yourself. Truth will match truth. But when you're trying to understand your body, you have to be in your truth. That's what's dealing with the blue. You have to be in your truth to even do anything, any type of power or harness whatever you're trying to do, have your superpowers, whatever the fuck. Most of that shit is channeled, or you just mad. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just be saying all the extra shit, then won't talk down. Don't come on my channel with that bad energy. I'm probably one of the only niggas that actually talking like this and tapped into shit. I know it's other people tapped in. I'll be saying it all online. You feel me? And much respect to them. And tell the difference when somebody is with the shits and not with the shits. In this spiritual community, niggas be trying to make a gain, be knowing how to gain, but at the same time be gatekeepers. A lot of niggas is capping, and that's the only thing I be trying to come. I'm not hating on nobody. It's just you gotta not be in your lies, bro. You can't be stuck in a lie, bro. Cause when I see cap, I know I see cap. Because if you have to know thyself, you have to know thyself, and listen to self. Cause most of the time you be listening to self, but when your energy is corrupted, it makes it seem like you're listening to two different people on your show. That's when you're listening to left and right, coming from a perspective that's dealing with block chakras, and then you actually dealing with your soul. Because if you ever thought that you was never connected, that's a computer service that's dealing with us. That's why you're seeing all these illusions and all types of shit break down. But now there's energy coming in where they could have had the technology to handle it, but really they do have the technology to handle it. Reason why this shit's not going to end as soon as people think it is. Really, I could say it can start ending though after me, just because six ether is going to be activated in the whole globe. If anything, six ether's been activated in India, China, Russia, and all these extra places. The reason why this war is going on. Even before Rashad Jamal got locked up, we were dealing with 5D energy on this, dealing with Munu left and higher energies than us on this side. So if they have the technology on the new side, which is the right, the reverse line, aka the green witch line, aka the line of, okay, it's just like your line of symmetry going down, splitting the 1 and the 2, which was a 12. Okay, separation, it blocks the eye because because everything's a reflection of energy. Your DNA is a reflection of your DNA or your DEA, but it's a reflection of energy because the DEA is the cycle of energy, period. The universal cycle. Your DNA, your DEA operates the same way. So dealing with um, this construct has been a spell, right? But it dealt with the hex, which is another word for spell or curse. But it also deals with the six, just like the hexagon. The aegon ties down to the religion that's been going on to cast the spell. Okay, just like I said, Munu represents the moon, but it also represents the grid, which it also represents manipulation. It also represents money because of a currency that's currently happening. Um, and reverse, it means unum, which ties back to the sanctum, right? Which ties back to the spell. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's reflecting when you, because you're interpreting what you actually feel. okay? And that deals with the soul. Because when you actually tap into your dancing, you're not really thinking. When you're thinking too much, you might be fucking up your how you really dance. That's for somebody that feel like they lost their moves. How the hell you lose your moves? You don't lose your moves. You're just thinking too. And since everybody judge a Gemini, I'm a Gemini, but I could say I've been through that. They would probably think I'm still like that to this day. Not understanding what I was going through. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the symbol of a Gemini, it's talking about connecting above and below. Parentheses up, parentheses down, dealing with two parallels. Them two lines is how he even made a grid. So really, when we're going back to Gemini, we're going back to connecting above L to this realm. Just like the days of Enoch, when shit was open, you had your watchers and all that. But it's definitely watchers and everywhere. Like low key, I'm gonna still take the deal and actually have true love. But her like she had that choice. You feel me? And she was going through different timelines. Like how I be feeling now, like, cause I've been noticing there's beings all around. Like I be seeing in the air how this shit's glitchy. And it should be looking like how a movie would show it or how video games be. Like that's where a lot of weird shit you have to decide. You have to literally discern for yourself because when you discern for yourself and you choose the right answer, dealing with A, B, C, and D, sometimes it's all the above. Just like 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 through 9. You're on my channel for a reason. I'm not gonna be like these other people on these channels because I'm not trying to be. My conscience is not trying to be neither. Like I talk the way I talk, I see the way I see, and the only thing stopping me is me. Anyone that's trying to do magic, that's tragic for them in reality, especially when somebody already experienced duality and realize what was actually going on in this sequel. I'm just a god fighting evil. Everywhere that I go. My frequency is rising, so there's no time for slowness. I know that I'm a whole, but there ain't no time for wholeness. I'm just trying to find my wholeness and expose it. They thought I was lying. All I got is my word and my cojones. Rolling Doja. Just to cope with this shit. I could cope sober. But it's light in every hit. It could be real, but it ain't gas, no stem and seeds. I better have at least about 10 up in my pee. Cause I'ma plant it right there where I'm grounded under my feet. Hoe niggas take a seat. He gon' get impeached. When I testify with what I say and what I see, I'm the chief. I'm in NC right now. It's not where I first started. But I tapped in here like this where I first started. And if I go against the grain, then I'm retarded. And if I go against the grain, I guess I'm retarded. This is my land. I already know you been phony. These niggas tripping. I already know I been clone me. And they trying to clone me. This shit is boring. They probably see me in the sky when I'm soaring. There's actually a real war going on. We've been warned. They trying to take the sun out and make it cold. They can't do that shit without the Sub-Zero. We the ones that's actually bringing the charge open. I've been seeing this shit. My third eye open. My first eye open. Respect me, son. Big son, big son, big son, big chief. You don't really want that heat. 369. You ain't really fucking with me. Like, I don't even know why I just started freestyling. But look, I'm seeing, like, this is a whole plot, bro. And I'm knowing this little cycle shit, it's an opening. Because, like, the Nibiru, how they really hear type shit for 3,600 years, it's like the awakening time, like how everyone's awakening and now I'm talking about this shit, like this shit's really happening. From when you look at older people, they done heard this shit many times before from somebody else. Okay, so it be kind of hard to reach them because they done already heard this shit already. But I guess they didn't see. So now how we looking at it is a cycle happening again. They didn't see. So a lot of things they didn't see stopped them from them seeing it. Like me, I see. I looked at the eclipse. I ain't need no glasses. I thought I saw the eclipse with my eyes and knew when the shit was over. All I had to do was look up. I just like the tint it made. Like, if I could describe it, it makes me think of this weed I used to smoke. But the name of that weed I used to smoke, it was Silver Haze. Or whatever the fuck it was. If anything, Elon Musk already knows that to sustain a planet, you gotta heat that bitch up. Okay? Ozone layer been breaking since 2017 because energy hit me. And my physical body reacted to that energy. And since then, it's been like I've been breaking away from a certain mindset that had me stuck. Even when I wasn't the type of nigga that was stuck in that mindset, I was still in situations that have me in karmic loops. So when I be telling you to fast throughout the cycles, throughout the 360, I'm not really lying or just making or trying to sound like anyone else. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's still spreading a good message. But when I say that shit, I mean that shit. I'm not the type of person that make videos. I'm really a quiet ass nigga. Unless I'm drinking or unless I took some drugs or some shit. But I'm quiet as hell. Really, when I smoke weed, I get even more quiet. But that don't mean my vibration low. Like, you stupid as hell if you think because a person talk low, that means they vibration low. Compared to a person that projects their voice. Because a person can come up some type of way, but there's always another side to them. That's why you can't really look at Geminis for being like a Gemini because everyone has Gemini in them. It's a gem. It's really the eye. Because the connection to above and below is the eye. They call it the pineal. It roots out just like a pine tree all through your nervous system. But when you have a nervous system that makes this shit seems like a metaverse, you'll realize where the metaverse got its copy from, right? So a lot of the shit people be saying now, I've been hearing they had an out of body experience and they was on a spaceship talking with herself. I heard one lady say her nose was chopped off. Some whole other shit. I heard somebody say they went up there. I think both of them said that alarms and shit went off. My little experience, I remember one of the times I met my higher self. You feel me? But I be wondering, like, since these timelines that I know are joining, am I going to start seeing, like, fucking, I already be, it's already be weird, like, you see DNA copies of you already. Especially now that we got people that actually look like you. Just like Eminem, like fucking had that music video and everybody looked like them. Damn near. Like the genetic code can be cloned, period. It's really how we even reproduce. It's just like plants, making another plant, making another plant, cloning yourself with each other. So when you imitate a process, they can do so too. No fear mongering, I'm just talking out loud, but like these niggas, like say ancestry and 123 is for entertainment purposes only. So yeah, they might not be able to look up something, probably actually could, but you'll see who you are. But at the end of the day, no. Um, but what they would do is use that shit for eugenics. And eugenics still ties with spell work because it takes a piece of you. It takes your energy and uses it for something else, right? So a lot of that shit could tie to how you be feeling too. But a lot of that is what we going to see soon or not. Because I know a twin is a twin, but they named the movie Gemini with Will Smith. And he pretty much was fighting a clone him. Then it's like Mortal Kombat when they had to fight the dead self. So it's just female version of Chronos dealing with time. How everybody, I mean, not how everything fucking with Akasha Records. The DNA code is the Akasha Records dealing with niggas' souls and shit, bro. Motherfucking Lucifer right there at 5D at the fifth gate. Try and check niggas. Gotta know what's up. Cause either way it goes, bro. I was, um, that shit, the Enoch story sounds like an alien invasion. And then it sounds like some religious shit like God shit. That's why the key is to know thyself, because these gates is opening. And niggas be having an intent and be going to sleep and shit. But you take more control when you physically balance. Because now you can physically, you could actually picture it a little bit more to help you remember. Other than that, your intuition is what you don't remember. Most of that shit behind you already knowing what to do here. That's what I'm pretty much saying. And that shit make you seem like you a motherfucking robot or some shit, but like, you have to know thyself. Because at the same time, when you cleaning up your body, you pretty much becoming a tower. You're gonna be open to frequencies and you're gonna be giving out frequencies. But in the right frequency, you will channel what you need to channel and block out what don't need to come in. You feel me? Once you start, that deals with your aura, that light that you can't see, but you can feel. It's like when you get goosebumps when you think of something, that little light bulb pop up in your head. Yeah, it's that aura. It literally glows, and you can feel that light. Okay, you're feeling that light. Some things you don't always have to see. Sometimes you just need to feel. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's talking about physical shit. Don't attach, but still a connection is an attachment. It's just the perspective that your brain picks it up on. That's what makes the word a spell. Because it needs you to even give it its energy. Above, below, and you're the X. Remember this, the waters and the lands. And that's gonna tie back to the moon. That's what I'm saying. When you clean up, you gotta really actually be doing it purposely to clean up. But a lot of people is already listening and trying to get their mind right and not fully understanding the physical and the mental is a A and B, dealing with the brain also, because that's where we at with it. When you're leaving your body, you're more in the soul aspect. But your physical body or your brain deals with you in all different dimensions from present. So even though this is present, there's a present somewhere else. Okay? Because you're just in the present dealing with cycles, right? So like it's just all in memory though. All these is just dealing with memory. The Akashi records, memory. Kind of sick when I think about it. But memory. It's like a memory card, hard drive for everything. That's when it goes back to a computer. Okay. So the thing is, it's good that people is exposing it on the automated system, which is gonna make it crash. Which they're trying to switch everything to uh more digital so it can crash out like that. You realize like when people they was trying to make change go extinct. That shit low key kind of working. A lot of people don't have a lot of change unless they're saving it from cash they've been spending. When you using your phone and you got Apple Pay and all the extra shit, you're not usually getting coins and stuff like that. A lot of cash is actually worth money, even though the federal note isn't worth shit, and it deals with the moon and moonu manipulations because I mean it has from a given perspective from TV and all this extra shit. It fucked with people extremes, their imagination, and men and female. A lot of females is low key getting more fucked up by it just because of the double X's. That's something you have to fully harness, and when it's fully harnessed, you're pretty much at a certain state that you can't be fucked with, and it will actually show from the way that you glow. Yeah, you might glow, skin look good, but it's going to be a different glow when you're harnessing that energy and it's not turning into anxiety, because the anxiety is the perspective that was given. It's just watching like how the aliens, like it's a show called The Alien or something that landed, and it was some alien that landed. It was like purple and blue and shit. And he was talking about how they didn't have really no type of emotions like humans do, but he started developing emotions and shit for humans and pizza and shit as he was chilling and shit. That's pretty much how it is, low key. Because you'll see where it all started. Because if you were a kid, you was just at that energy already. Your third eye was, your first eye was already open as a kid. It's just if a kid isn't taught the metaphysics of them as a kid, they're not understanding as they grow. Plus school telling them a lie. Plus TV showing them something else. And then they just get entertained by games and shit that don't matter. So now they're reacting the reflection they see. makes it like a matrix for real, for real. And when you're actually awakened, fuck that word. When you actually just see what the fuck going on, it hurts. But at the same time, it's just like me. Like I'm a dad, feel me? But shit not going my way, cause everybody else around me don't see the way I see. You feel me? And then at the same time, I ain't gonna sit here and lie, cause those chakras gotta be open. Not in the best position right now, anyways. But if it was anyone that had the money, I know what to do with it. It's just I'm fighting this shit just like anyone else. So I'm saying I know what you going through. You feel me? And shit. Sometimes we just need to express ourselves. You feel me? Expressions is energy. But when you're in that blue, that's dealing with that green too. Because when you get to that blue state, you actually operating from blue down. Just as like blueberries. It's good for the throat, but it's also good for everything down and up and what comes back up. Because but the blueberry outside is blue, and some of them are purple inside, but then some of them are green. You feel me? Like these different colors match up to what it's good for. Even just like your sodas and shit, they might be artificial, but it matches up to the color where it's gonna fuck you up at. So a lot of niggas like red soda. You feel me? Even though it's red, it might give me heartburn, but it's really like that root is attached to the sacral, which is your stomach. I say the solar plexus is the spleen, and it might not say that online, but when your red blood cells are dying, it starts off at the spleen. You feel me? And when that's dying, that means a type of your solar plexus is being cut off a little bit. You feel me? So to get your red blood cells back reproducing, you have to consume things that reproduce red blood cells and growth, not consume things that grows cancers and more other stuff more than you consume healthy shit, because then that throws off the ratio while you're under the sun and the sun is helping reproduce discharge. Like, it's motherfucking 47 degrees right now. And it was just 60, 70 at nighttime last couple of days. You feel me? That sub-zero and clouds, that's what they're made for. But it's also made to build up a ozone layer. So at the end of the day, we have to actually start taking account for what we have to do. Because there's a lot of bullshit that's going on. And even if I was in my own fucking dream, right? I don't I'm not gonna allow that shit to go on in my dream. I'm gonna realize this motherfucking dream, and I'm taking full control of it. These motherfucking entities can't fuck with me because they really scared of me. At the end of the day, for a motherfucker to even have to go through all this shit, that just lets you know that a motherfucker is scared of you. Here, and then it's still lost. Everything is off energy. You feel me? I mean, we can operate freely because we the free men, most of us. But at the end of the day, other people out here that wasn't tired of that shit. Really, a lot of people were tired of that shit. That was outside of it. But I'm just saying, everybody can low-key operate freely. You seeing how they coming over here? They're not really buying no lands when it's tied to a situation that's going on right now. And they're buying no lands. Really, that was a fraud situation. So the only thing that can be happen is war. But then that's what I'm saying. That's coming from different countries, and then that's coming from the niggas that's always been here already. So then that's when it kind of ties back down to both of us helping each other. But at the same time, y'all niggas just need to go. If it was coming off some law, I feel like, yeah, it works and all types of shit. But these niggas supposedly buying up all the farmland and everything and shit like that, and niggas gonna be thinking shit normal. Wow, people are waking up already claiming their nationality and shit like that. Some people be knowing and just need some fucking help and some guidance. Niggas don't have no guidance. There's niggas on YouTube doing fucking spells just cause they feel like somebody hating on them or some shit. Or they just feel like somebody giving out fucking false information. It be your own niggas. And then it be the niggas on here. And then it be a lot of, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, see a nigga that got a lot of knowledge, but whole time he a motherfucking double agent. Like, niggas need to bull out with all that shit, bro. I don't even bang, but nigga, all that science, I understand, bro. And I ain't learned that shit off no nigga, bro. Maybe, like, the elders and shit ain't help me remember. Like, fuck out of here. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Now I'm saying this shit tied back to more science, I guess. I haven't even really tried to see what that shit was. I just be hearing niggas always about it. Like, it deals with all the pyramids and all that shit. Bro, it deals with this whole realm. I don't know about their science. The hood scientist, nigga. That's what I'm trying to see. But that's some shit you gonna have to see from seeing you and your connection and nature. That's the only way you gonna really see. Really, when people say know thyself, that is the most master sensei phrase ever. I don't care if anyone was tying down to the same science because they always try to tie it down to shit, the black man science or whoever. You feel me? It always been. It's a study of genetics. Me just speaking is magic. Different tones, different keys, different ways I say it. All of that ties down to magic, music, frequencies, vibrations. That's what I'm saying, bro. Perspective is your spirit. Is it yours, though? was it was something that was given, even when you didn't ask for it. Now you asking for more. So know thyself, know thy energy, and know thy enemy. We dealing with a lot of shit, and the enemy got a lot of things going on, a lot of mirror magic that have you thinking it's you. But at the end of the day, it comes back to you because you could be your own enemy, right? You have to understand the enemy and understand why you became your own enemy. Remember what love is, or at least what it was trying to represent. A liking versus a non-like. Feel me? A thumbs up versus a thumbs down. Because what goes up must come down. What you put down where you're grounded goes up. The reason I say when you ground, you create sunspots. Depending on where conscious is, or even if you notice it or not, actually. Teach your kids a little something about it. They might think it's weird, but they love you. And despite whatever they be going through, they actually look up to you. And they'll always listen, even when it seems like they're not. They're listening. For me, everything's listening. The phone's listening. Fucking car probably hacked. Same time, they've been hacking to the ground with this moon, right? Because the moon deals with the tides and the lands, right? And if it was tied to a nervous system that was connected to you, that would tie to your waters, your frequency of the waters in your body, right? So if that was a thing to go against or an interruption, that means they've been doing terrorism all over, um, which is bad. Um, but yeah, there be a lot of weird shit. I really be feeling people frequencies that really throw me off, and that's not that normal. It would really hype me up, even if I saw one. So I'm gonna just say peace to you, if you're there or not. I'm really looking forward, and I don't really appreciate these frequencies that be getting sent to my phone to make it heat up even more. Like, phones are not safe anymore. The higher the update it goes, it deals with more energy. And that really what creates the 5G. It's the 5D that was denoted on this side of the grid. The 5D is permanent on a dimensional level, meaning you tap into some shit if you really want to harness some energy. Um, but it's going into a sixth cycle, the sixth ether, and that's why niggas is seeing like the demon syndrome shit and motherfucking dragons, and I mean that shit been open since 5D. Cause if It's a timeline skip. You feel me? So we dealing with the fifth and the sixth period of time, which kind of deals with the sixth and the fifth dimension. So that's like the Hertz scale, the Schumann resonance represents the timeline of the years and shit. So as this human resonance, as we've been exposed to this shit that's happening, and then they're trying to interfere by putting agents in an environment that cause interference. Shit crazy. Like, even if this was a game, we in war, but niggas just gotta remember the food is really a distraction. And then that has you back to mixing poisons that get you back on tune. Type shit. But the food, bro, it ties to memories, right? So say if you was fasting and you went end up eating certain shit, you get certain cravings from certain memories when you was a kid. When you get those certain memories, that's when you need to actually see, try to remember how you felt. And if that's where it started, that have you dealing with now, then you need to exclude that shit out your life type shit by unlocking your chakras mentally, unlocking your chakras. Then when they say unlock your chakras, that was tied to your mental. It wasn't tied to your physical. But the thing is, it is gonna tie to your physical. But it's more better when you're like when your blood is tied to it too. Like the fifth, the plasma, or the ether, dealing with your blood. You feel me? Like really, the ether might be the nine but the blood is what activates it because when you clean out your blood, now your physical is working with your mental more because a lot of shit that's in your blood can cause anxiety. Like, because you mentally created that shit from really just summoning that animal for real, or whatever that being was that you ate. That's what got me really thinking a lot of that shit might actually be humans. And yeah, just the fact that um, meat can give you anxiety without you even thinking it, type shit. That's really be the food, bro. Like, that's why you can't really judge a person on drugs. But you can understand that person that's on that drug. And if you can understand them, you can help them. Understanding somebody, you gotta be in your truth. Understanding yourself. Because lying to yourself is just gonna bring a reflection of it to come around. Sometimes you forget. Right now, you need to remember. Start learning law that ties to you. Just, I'm not telling you what to do, but like, just think about it. If we could learn what would keep you out of trouble or pretty much out of bullshit. Because a lot of good people go through bullshit just because of the system is set up like bullshit. You got motherfucking people acting like bullshit too. And bullshit tie back to that bullshit. So I mean, what we gonna do about it, y'all? I already know what I'm going through. I was getting the message before I even understood the message. It seems like more of a battle. It's just with myself. That's why you have to understand. You can't be giving off bad energies and shit. But some people just gonna do that to you. And sometimes you have to reverse it. But the thing is, magic is a reflection of energy. So when you send something off, it's always gonna come back to the other one. Especially niggas' frequencies too low. And be trying to actually send energy to a person that's not even wrong. So that energy's always gonna win. Which is I learned. I'm not about to reverse this shit back to you. If anything, it is. If anything, I can take it. No spell work. The fuck? Weird ass nigga. Trying to put a spell on me and shit. It's weird ass motherfucker. He was just awakened. Not faking. Like turkey bacon. Not cloud chasing. Alright, but shut up. Yeah. I ain't even mean to be on this joint that long. Peace to y'all though. Hold it down. Keep grinding. Keep shining. Keep finding.